The following is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Funk, back to pass, and Funk fires right side again. It's caught for a first down, breaking a tackle down to the 22 in the scoring position. Kirkland. 4 receivers. Pyatt low snap on third down. Passing deep down the field. It's caught inside the 30 down to the 27. Pyatt now 23 of 30. Dooley back to pass to the back of the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. Corky with 40 seconds to go. Sliding in the back of the end zone.
It's the SFL live on Twitch TV.
Hello everybody and welcome to Bagnod Memorial Stadium. San Francisco, California kicks off week 6 in the SFL. The 5-0 undefeated Minneapolis Maulers take on the 1-4 San Francisco Bulldogs. And it's next on the SFL Network. Hello everybody, I'm your play-by-play commentator, Kevin Irvine. San Francisco has stumped the Maulers before. Will they be able to do it again under new offensive coordinator, Dwayne Drew? Let's head down to the field for the coin toss.
You ready to go? Made it to the show.
Gentlemen, please make your call.
We'll take heads.
It is tails.
We want the ball.
The home team has won the toss and select to receive.
Franklin Reese will do the honors. It's another week of SFL action. The Minneapolis Maulers and the San Francisco Bulldogs. Franklin Reese, raise your hand in the air and kick it. We're underway. From the 3, San Francisco on the return, past the 20 to the 25 to the 27-yard line. Now comes Dwayne Drew in a revised offense for San Francisco. In the previous offense, Drew just a 61.7 quarterback rating, 9 interceptions to 3 touchdowns, and a lot more running than the Bulldog fans might have hoped for through the first 5 games considering the personnel. But San Francisco's got the ball on 1st and 10, and they'll start with a run, and Tuiasa Sopo will pick up 3 up the middle. Austin Broadway on the tackle will set up a 2nd down and 7. The Maulers in the road, yellow helmets, white jerseys, white pants, yellow numbers, red trim. San Francisco in the home, navy blue helmets, navy blue jerseys, white pants, white numbers, red and blue trim. 2nd and 7 between the hash marks at the 30-yard line. 4 receivers, 3 to the left side for Dwayne Drew, the rookie. Drew will hand off to Tuiasa Sopo on a draw. No gain. Sets up a 3rd down and 7, and not much different for San Francisco here in the opening minute from the previous 5 weeks. Dwayne Drew is the offensive coordinator. Colin Northrup, the defensive coordinator. Daley Holder, the owner of San Francisco. 4 receivers. 3 to the right side. And Drew will drop the throw, pump fake. Drew standing around, now fires down the middle of the field for a 1st down. Odom on the tackle, but Donald Miller, who's 10th in the league in receiving yards per game, despite San Francisco's offensive struggles, picks up a 1st down. And we've seen San Francisco do a pretty good job on 3rd down. They've been faced with a lot of 3rd down passes, especially Drew, and especially in the first half of ball games. 1st and 10 at the 43. Drew back to pass. Drew takes a deep drop back, going to fire it deep down the field. The pass is knocked up in the air by Kaleka and incomplete. Pass intended for Rex Norton. Drew throwing into a crowd. Let's meet the San Francisco Bulldog offense. Quarterback number 12, Dwayne Drew. The running back, the struggling running back, is number 34, Keanu Tuiasosopo. The wide receivers, number 84, Donald Miller. Number 19, Gladwin Wolf. And the tight end is number 81, Rex Norton, a longtime Bulldog. Second down and 10 at the 43. Drew's out of the shotgun, 3 receivers, and 8 on the line of scrimmage for the Maulers across the field. Check down to Tuiasosopo, and he's going to be wrapped up by Brock and company. A 1-yard loss. 6th play of the drive coming for San Francisco following the 1-yard loss. Thomas Paterniti is the owner of the Minneapolis Maulers. Alan Drum and Doug Bose contribute. Third down and 11 at the 42-yard line. Can the Bulldogs start 2 for 2 on third down? They once again come out 4 wide receivers, 3 to the left side. Looks like man coverage across the board from the Maulers, who have 4 down linemen. Drew back to pass, and Drew throws a pump fake in there. There's a flag and a sack. Likely a hold. Drew couldn't find anybody open. Maulers get a sack, and that'll be the end of the drive.
Number 62, offense. The penalty is declined.
So that'll set up a 4th down and long for San Francisco, and they'll have to punt it away. So opening drive, not off to a promising start for San Francisco. Koma Kaleka will be back to return the punt.
I've selected the punt. Number 23 is deep to receive.
Kaleka has 68 punt return yards. That's 3rd best in the league. High snap, but fielded cleanly, and San Francisco kicks it away. From the 24-yard line, Kaleka on the return and sidesteps and hops his way to the 29-yard line. 8:19 to go in the first quarter, no score. Out comes Rocco Marconi. And Rocco Marconi has a quarterback rating of 122. Completing 78% of his passes, 17 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 1,750 yards. 1st and 10 at the 29. Handoff goes to Doug Bose. Bose picks up just 1. Nice stop by the San Francisco defense up front. Roosevelt Wallace on the tackle. Wallace 15 tackles on the season, 3 tackles for loss, 1 sack. Second down and 9 at the 30-yard line. Under 8 to go in the first quarter. Marconi back to pass, going to fire it right side. Lofting ball is broken up by Ivan Mixon. Freeman Goodspeed was the intended receiver. Ivan Mixon has been outstanding this season. Let's meet the stars of the San Francisco defense. Nice play by Mixon once again. Cornerback number 35, Andrew Ball. The other corner is Mixon, number 32. Strong safeties number 20, free safety is number 20, Nick Nitro. Defensive end is number 97, Roosevelt Wallace. Linebackers are number 90, Jasper Lennox, and 55, Kirk Marquez. Lennox leads all linebackers in the league with 3.5 sacks in 5 games. 3rd down and 9 at the 30. Can Marconi convert? 5 wide receivers, empty set. 5 in the box for San Francisco. Marconi back to pass. Marconi check down. San Francisco racing to the first down. Sticks! And that's a first down for Minneapolis to the 40. So the check down ends up working out for the Maulers, and they'll move the chains off the feet of Nick Garman, who was just able to get across the sticks. Tackle made by, I believe, Lennox. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 40, and Minneapolis survives a 3rd down and long. 2 in the backfield now. Tight set for Minneapolis. First game of week 6 here in the Simulation Football League. Marconi flips it out. Doug Bose has some space on the outside. Bose first down to the 46-yard line, picks up 14. And Doug Bose has his first big catch of the night for another first down for the Maulers. Minneapolis has been almost unstoppable in their 5-game winning streak to start the season. The offense itself is averaging 38 points per game. The team averaging slightly above that if you throw in special teams and defensive touchdowns. 1st and 10. First and 10 of the 46, trips to the left. Back to pass Marconi. Marconi's going to fire it right side, wide open for the first down as Marcus Campbell, the tight end, keeps the clock moving, and Minneapolis is moving now into San Francisco scoring range at the 32. Let's meet the Muller offense. Quarterback is number 5, Rocco Marconi, 6'5", 225, last season's MVP.
First and 10.
Or 2 seasons ago, he was the MVP. I stand corrected. Running back, number 43, Doug Bose. Wide receivers, number 19, James Cooley. Number 85, Freeman Goodspeed. And the tight end is number 42, Marcus Campbell. Back to pass on first and 10. Marconi first down again to the 16. Pickup of 16 yards that time, and Marconi's getting things moving on the opening series for the Maulers. And Minneapolis is into the red zone. The Maulers scored on their opening possession last week and scored on plenty more possessions in that thumping of Baltimore.
First and 10.
Actually, they scored on their, I stand corrected again, they scored on their first possession, getting my weeks a little tripped up, against Cleveland. They actually had an interception on their first possession against the Crabs. First and 10 at the 16, two backs, 3 receivers, and Doug Bose has a near first down and picks up 9.5 to the 6-yard line off a stiff arm. And the Maulers continue to push the ball down the field. And this has got to be a concern for San Francisco. One of the things that the Maulers do better than anybody in the league is they grind that clock, and they are just so efficient on offense that they wear defenses out. And San Francisco, last in the league in yards per game, going to have to get some offensive production tonight to give their defense a press. Bose takes the carry. Bose inside the 5, and Doug Bose has a touchdown for Minneapolis. Just 1 third down. The Maulers had to get past on the opening drive, but they simply go down the field in style, and Doug Bose gets the touchdown. For Bose, it's touchdown number 7 on the ground for him this season.
Back for the point after. On the hold.
And the Bulldogs have to be thinking, okay, we're only 6 minutes into the ball game, but we can't let this one get out of hand. Maulers have won back-to-back blowouts since winning that dangerously close game in the final minute against NYC. The kick is nearly blocked, but good from Franklin Reese, and it's Maulers 7, San Francisco 0. Coming up on Sunday, it's the SFL Game of the Week. The 2-3 Santa Fe Gorillas at the 2-3 Tallahassee Pride. It's a rematch of the semifinal game last season, but both teams are below 500. A huge game for both second-year franchises. The kickoff is at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, here on the SFL Network. From inside the 10-yard line, the Bulldogs return it out to the 26. Dwayne Drew's second possession. Let's meet the Mauler defense. Up front, linebackers, number 55, Austin Broadway, number 53, Sebastian Brock. Strong safeties, number 32, Marcus Dorsett. Free safety is the stud of the defense, number 23, Koma Kaleka. Cornerbacks are Ashley Odom, number 44, and J.D. Lawson, number 20. Tuiasosopo takes the handoff, breaks a tackle. Tuiasosopo in the open field, past the 40, 30. Tuiasosopo, Tui with a touchdown. Averaging 2.5 yards per carry this season, the Bulldogs tie it up. A very patient run there by Tuiasosopo, just waiting around for the dominoes to fall. It's his 4th touchdown of the year, and it's his longest run of the season. His previous long was 42. Extra point attempt. Nearly blocked again, but good. And San Francisco on a one-play drive ties the game at 7. Let's go to Kyle Walsh for a game break update from Orlando, Carolina.
Late in the first quarter, Carolina's Jamison Monroe connects with tight end Shane Varner for Varner's first career touchdown to go up to 7-0. Now back all the way across the country to Cam in San Francisco.
So the Skyhawks up early. That may be a bit of surprise to some of the fearless forecasters. Both teams 3-2 coming in, an entertaining game on SFLN2. We got a good one here on SFLN1 as well here on a beautiful Thursday night from California. 65 degrees at kickoff. Koma Kaleka on the kickoff return. Oh, he made two people miss, and down to the 44. He nearly returned it all the way. That would have been his second kickoff return touchdown of the season. Koma Kaleka, who leads the league in kickoff return average, averaging 26.5 yards per return. Nearly made magic happen for the Maulers, and nearly stunned this stadium after the Bulldogs got a quick touchdown of their own.
1st and 10 from 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44. 3 receivers to the left side for Marconi as the Maulers start the drive in excellent field position. Marconi back to pass, flips it outside, caught. Turning the corner is Goodspeed, I believe, a 9-yard pickup to the 35-yard line. I've yet to see James Cooley get a catch, but I'm sure his time will come. And the last thing you want to do is give the Maulers a short field. Marconi averaging 350 passing yards per game. Doug Bose averaging 105.8 rushing yards per game. Goodspeed is the top target on the team. 7 touchdowns, 618 yards on 39 catches. 2nd and 1 at the 35 out of the eye. Marconi will hand it off to Bose on a counter. Bose tried to double back and didn't get anything. Jasper Lennox and company clean it up. 3rd and 1 at the 35.
Third and inches from 45 yards.
2 in the backfield on a 3rd down and short. They're going to hand it off to Bose. Bose got the first down. Marquez made the tackle. But the Maulers continue their 3rd down success and keep the drive going now at the Bulldog 34. An exciting first quarter of action between Minneapolis and San Francisco. Out of the shotgun for Rocco Marconi. 3 receivers, 1 all alone to the right side, back to pass Marconi. Marconi looking around, Marconi is sacked, a loss of 9. Sack made, I believe, by Lennox, who, as we mentioned, leads linebackers in sacks. If that's a full sack credited to Lennox, it's 4.5 for him on the season. He actually may get a half sack credit along with Floyd Lee, who has 3 coming in. And boy, can San Francisco get after the quarterback. 2nd down and 19 now for the Maulers. Not often in this situation. Swing out to Bose, and Bose gonna give a big stiff arm to pick up 4. Fox completes the tackle out of bounds and bring up 3rd down and 15. This is big for the Bulldogs. It's not very often the Maulers are in 3rd and long. This team lives off of 3rd and shorts. 3rd down 15, crowd chanting defense. Here at Bagnon Memorial Stadium, Bulldogs looking for their 2nd win of the season. 3rd and 15, pump fake. Marconi has to dump it off short. Bose breaks a tackle and then is put down at the 31-yard line, but did get back into field goal range. So we'll see if Franklin Reese can put in a roughly 48-yard field goal to give the Maulers back the lead. From the 40, it's going to be a 48-yard field goal from the 38-yard line left hash. Franklin Reese has not had to kick a lot of field goals this season, and that kick is good. Straight through. 2:18 to go in the first quarter. The Maulers regain the lead, 10-7. So tonight, action around the league: Orlando, Carolina on SFLN2, Oklahoma City, Louisville on SFLN3. The end of this week will mark the end of the first half of the regular season, and it's interesting to say the least. San Francisco at 1-4 is just a full game back of the division lead. Baltimore and DC atop the division, but San Francisco has already beaten DC this year. They lost to Baltimore. Big hit at the 23-yard line on the return. That'll set up San Francisco. Like the league on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, all at /SimulationFL. Keanu Tuiasosopo's average today compared to the season is up 1,000%. First and 10 at the 23. Drew gonna loft it out. Tuiasosopo finds a lot of room on that left side to pick up 7 yards. Odom and Broadway clean it up on the outside. Leading the Maulers in tackles is Austin Broadway. 41 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, has a half a sack. Ashley Odom, who was also there to make the play, 31 tackles, 3 tackles for loss.
Second and 2. Ball at the 30-yard line.
Second down and 3, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Maulers up 10-7. Thursday night football here on the SFL Network. Handoff to Tuiasosopo on a draw, and he is picked up and put down by Broadway. Broadway, a run stopper extraordinaire, and he actually was traded by San Francisco to the Maulers in a trade a couple of seasons ago, and he has worked out for Minneapolis. Third down and 1 for San Francisco, trying to keep pace with mighty Minneapolis. Ball at the 32. They need about the 32 and a half. And the handoff going to go to Tuiasosopo, and he easily picks up the first down and a 4-yard gain. Bulldogs running much more effectively here in their 6th game of the year. Of course, both these teams have championship pedigrees. The Maulers won a championship a year and a half ago. The San Francisco Bulldogs got there the season before, lost on a safety 22-20 to the New York Knights in an excellent instant classic championship game. First and 10 at the 36 down. They're going to hand it off to Tuiasosopo again, and Tuiasosopo picks up another 4 yards. And the draw play actually fairly effective tonight so far for San Francisco to bring up second down and 6.
Second and 6 from 40-yard.
We appreciate all of those of you who are watching at home on whatever device you're watching on. Hand off to Tuiasosopo. He breaks a tackle and is clotheslined at the 46, but picks up another first down. I also want to give a shout out to those who are watching at Kelly's Pub in Pennsylvania. One day I may go there just to witness the bar that gave us a chance. We think we have an exciting product, and that was an exciting quarter. That's the end of the first quarter. Minneapolis 10, San Francisco 7, but the Bulldogs have the ball and are on the move. This is the SFL Network.
First and 10 from 47 yards.
Visit simulationfl.com. Just got a facelift for daily league updates across the land. Go on the message boards, visit the blog. Got a couple new blog posts today as well. SimulationFL.com. That pass caught by Rex Norton over the middle of the field. A perfect ball from Dwayne Drew. Kaleka and Broadway combine on the tackle, but it's another San Francisco first down. First and 10 of the 42. The Bulldogs, since that opening drive, moving the ball rather well. 3 receivers. Drew, deep drop back, throws it just in time, picks up 4 yards to Donald Miller. Check that, Tuiasa Sopo, 34, not 84 over the middle. Gladwin Wolf still without a catch, but Wolf is the team's lowest receiver. 11 catches, 86 yards through 5 games. Rex Norton, 14 catches, Tuiasa Sopo, 18, and Donald Miller a dominating 34. Miller's at the top, all the way to the top of the screen, left of the line. 2nd and 6 at the Mahler 38-yard line. Hand it off to Tuiasa Sopo. This time gets caught in the backfield. He's going to lose a yard, I believe. His first loss on the night. Brock and Odom in there on the tackle. And a lot of the stars up front for Minneapolis filling up on their first half tackles. Coming up on the SFL Update halftime report, we'll have Greg Corky's segment of Playmakers, episode 5, and we'll also break down the first half. Wayne Drew tried to take off and run, but he's tackled from behind by Sebastian Brock around the ankles. What a play by Brock. Drew had all kinds of open field in front of him, and Drew can run, averaging 10.1 yards a carry. He just has 7 carries for 71 yards, but when he takes off, he's been very effective. That was a first down saving tackle by Brock. And we may look back at that as a key play in the first half. Try to get the Maulers inside the 10, and this punt is going to go right out of bounds at the 11-yard line. No chance of a return for Colonel Kaleka. If the Maulers win, they'd improve to 6-0. They would be the 3rd team in SFL history to ever start a season 6-0. The Minneapolis Maulers of Season 4 and the Baltimore Crabs of Season 3 previously have done it. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. 8:51 to go in the first half. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Maulers have a 10-7 lead. Doug Bose somehow got away from the jaws of the Bulldogs up front. Picks up 2. Fox and company on the stop. 2nd and 8 coming up at the 13-yard line. So we mentioned Lennox, he's got 3.5 sacks, but Floyd Lee coming in also with 3 sacks and a team-high 10 tackles for loss. Floyd Lee has been a very effective pickup, the former member of the Tallahassee Pride. 2nd down and 8 for Minneapolis. 2 receivers, both to the top of the formation. Cooley still without a catch. Deep shot down the field. One-handed grab at the 36-yard line. Caught by Goodspeed. It's his 3rd catch. Now has 48 yards in the first half, and the Maulers get the first down. This is textbook beautiful. Andrew Ball makes the tackle, but even the tall and lanky Andrew Ball could not stop Goodspeed from making that catch. 1st down and 10 at the 36. Back to pass. Looking Cooley's direction, and Cooley actually stumps Ivan Mixon. Mixon has been shutting down star players all season long. The best receivers on each team. Cooley gets his first catch of the night 15 minutes into the game. It's a pickup of 9. 2nd down and 1. Mixon leads the league with 5 interceptions through 5 games. Also is 2nd in the league in passes defended over 2 a game. He's already got 1 pass defended tonight. 2nd down and 1 at the 45. Hand off to Bose. Bose is first down, but for some reason thought he heard someone calling his name because he had a huge hole to run through and psyched himself out of that one. Still moved the chains to the 47-yard line. Sunday, along with the game of the week, Santa Fe Tallahassee will also have action across the SFL family of networks. Baltimore at NYC, big game in the Coastal Division, and Cleveland at DC comes up Sunday. Marconi's in trouble again, and Marconi is sacked for a loss of 5. Lennox and Wallace in there again. 2nd sack of the first half for San Francisco. And Lennox has given Rick O'Reilly a run for his money. I cannot recall a linebacker ever being this effective rushing the passer. Halfway through or nearly halfway through the 2nd quarter, 2nd and 15 at the 42. Marconi's in trouble again. They bring the blitz. Marconi got away and threw an interception over the middle at the 46-yard line. I believe that's Mixon. If it is, that's his 6th of the season. Ivan Mixon has done it again, and the San Francisco pressure forces a turnover. Not often you see Rocco Marconi rattled. He was rattled on those last couple of plays. James Cooley can't believe it. 1st and 10 at the Mahler 46-yard line. 2 in the backfield, 2 receivers for Drew. He's going to change the call to a pass. Drew connects. Nearly a first down, pickup of 9 yards. And I'm trying to think, Dwayne Drew, I think he's only missed 1 pass all night. He's been very efficient. 2nd and 1 at the Minneapolis 37.
2nd and 1 from 37 yards.
6 minutes to go in the first half. 1 receiver either side. Wolf at the bottom of the screen. Miller top of the screen with 8 in the box for the Maulers. Hand off to Tuiasosopo because Tuiasosopo does not care how many people you stack in the box, but the Maulers get the best of him that time. Still averaging over 10 yards a carry, 95 yards on 10 carries. On 9 carries, excuse me. 3rd down and inches halfway through the second quarter. Can the Bulldogs pick up the tough yardage? 4-3 linebacker shifting. Tuiasosopo runs right past him into the secondary to the 30 for a Bulldog first down. The Bulldogs easily playing their best half of football this season in terms of offense and defense. Obviously, when they forced 6 turnovers out of the Dragons, they were having a great defensive game that day, but this has been a very solid offensive first half. 1st and 10 at the 30. They're going to toss it outside on the left. Tuiasosopo nearly broke it around the left side. Picks up just 1. Tackle made by Kaleka. Kaleka is the engine that makes this team go, and he actually got hurt the last time these two teams played in San Francisco. That was the opening game of last season, and it was all downhill there, or from there for the Maulers, as they were just ravished last season by injuries. Drew back to pass on 2nd and 9. Fires down the field, and it's caught at the 9 by Donald Miller for a 1st and goal setup for San Francisco. Drew is on fire. A post inside. Dorsett and Odom get there late, and he could not have placed the football any better. And the new OC for the Bulldogs has to be going out of his mind right now. 1st and goal at the 9. 4 receivers, 3 to the right side. The handoff is going to go to Tuiasosopo, and Tuiasosopo navigates his way to the 1. An 8-yard pickup. Staying patient has been the difference really tonight for this San Francisco Bulldog offense, and they're 1 yard away from taking the lead just before the half. 2 in the backfield, give it to Tui. He's having himself a game, takes the toss, left side, oh, he took a shot to the head. A 3-yard loss will set up a 3rd and goal from the 4. Kaleka again on the stop. All over the toss around the left side. Big 3rd down here. Let's take a look at what the teams come out in. 4 down linemen, 8 in the box for the Maulers. 4 receivers. We've seen this look a lot tonight from San Francisco. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Drew will pass on 3rd and goal from the 4. Throws a fade and throws a pick. The worst case scenario for San Francisco as Drew's pass is intercepted by Odom. It's Odom's 1st interception of the season. And like we were talking about, if Drew would have stayed patient, he had a guy running an out route on that left side that would have been wide open. And Drew tried to force it to his top receiver, and the Maulers get a monster defensive stop. Tight set for the Maulers, still up 3. San Francisco can't believe they're not winning this game. Doug Bose, physical in the middle, picks up 4. Again, coming up, the SFL Update Halftime Report. Greg Corky has the playmakers from Week 5, a favorite segment. We'll see what he's cooking up next. The always eccentric Corky and his producer, Tim Johnston. Plus first half analysis of Minneapolis and San Francisco. It's all coming up on the SFL Update halftime report. Second down and 6 at the 24. Pass is knocked away by Marquez. Easily could have picked that off. Cooley again was the intended receiver, and they were all over. Bagnon Memorial Stadium rises to their feet once again. The league's top scoring team has 10 points in the first half. And they're going to hand it off, and Doug Bose got a first down. What a gutsy call to run the ball on 3rd and 8. And the crucial decision pays off for Minneapolis, and they move the chains. And the Maulers are so good. Thomas Paternitti's favorite NFL team, the New England Patriots, and they are so good at doubling up at the end of the first half. They'll get the ball to start the second half so they could score at the end of the first half, get it to start the second. They're up 10-7. 2-minute warning. This is the SFL Network.
Let's go. 1st and 10 from 83 yards.
I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. This is the Simulation Football League, and the Maulers are up on the Bulldogs 10-7. This is a league of strategy. CPU versus CPU executes game plans from owners and coaches across the league, all to crown a champion. We've had 5 champions in our past. This is season 6, and this is our 3rd year overall in action. Andrew Ball on that last tackle of Bose. Another run there for Minneapolis. 2nd down and 9, maybe setting up a deep shot here. Nope, they're going to hand it off again to Bose. Bose breaks the tackle, and Bose picks up a solid 6, but the Maulers being cautious. Ivan Mixon on the outside. He's been a tough matchup for Cooley. Goodspeed's really been the only target to consistently get going in the first half. This crowd is fired up with the way their Bulldogs are playing here in the first half. 3rd down and 3. Down to 1:10 to go in the second quarter. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Marconi's going to throw. Marconi, deep shot down the middle. Got a man wide open. It's caught. Mixon makes the tackle. Timeout Minneapolis, but the Maulers are at the Bulldog 37. Somehow Cooley got free. I did see the Bulldogs brought a late blitz, but a big conversion there by the Maulers.
1st and 10 from 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. 3 receivers, back to pass. Marconi swings it outside. Doug Bose on the catch, but he's held for a loss of 1 yard. Still outside of field goal range, likely are the Maulers. Need about 3 more yards. 50 seconds to go, running no huddle on 2nd and 11. They fire it down the middle of the field. The pass is caught. Cooley with a shake and bake in the open field, and a timeout. Maulers, they're in the red zone. An excellent drive to end the half here for the Maulers following the interception. Cooley flat embarrasses Fox. First and 10 at the 16. San Francisco looking for a big stop. Trips to the right side of Marconi. Marconi back to pass, going to swing it outside. That's Cooley. Did his job, or check that, Campbell did his job, got out of bounds for a 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4. Maulers will want to run this all the way down. Bulldogs' lone touchdown came on Tuiasa Sopo's longest run of the season. Bose, the lone man in the backfield. Everybody up on the line. 2nd and 4 at the 10. Just Nick Nitro back off the line for the Bulldogs. They flip it out to Bose. Bose being chased, and he's actually strung out of bounds. That was a nice play on the outside by San Francisco. Sets up a 3rd and 2 at the 8. What a win it would be for the Bulldog defense if they could hold to 3 here. Find out more about the Simulation Football League. Head to our website, simulationfl.com. 3rd down and 2 for San Francisco. Marconi back to pass. Marconi floats it to Campbell. That's a 1st and goal. I don't know if you saw, but Goodspeed fell over on that play, breaking out of his route. Marconi back to pass on 1st and goal. Marconi steps up into the pocket. Oh, nearly intercepted. Knocked away by Lennox, who's had a phenomenal first half with 17 seconds on the clock, brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line.
Jasper Lennox this season, 1 interception, 8 tackles for loss, among other honors. 2nd and goal from the 3. Marconi going to flip it out to Bose, and Bose has running room, and he scores. Miscommunication on the San Francisco defense, and the Maulers weather the storm, so to speak. Could have been down 14-10 in this game. Instead, they get an interception and drive 80 yards and score a touchdown just before the end of the first half. That was a pretty 2-minute drive out of Minneapolis.
Barnum on the hold.
Kick from Franklin Reese is up and good. It's 17-7. Maulers over the Bulldogs. We've got another game break update back in the SFL studios. Kyle, what do you have?
After a dominating first half by Louisville, the bloodbath continues. David Overstreet goes untouched, and the Wolfpack take a 20-0 lead early in the 3rd.
Back to you, Ken.
Thank you, Kylie. Maulers up 17-7 here just at the end of the first half. San Francisco has played really a pretty good first half, and they've got to be pretty frustrated that they're down 10. San Francisco on the return to the 27-yard line, and 12 seconds and 3 timeouts remain for the Bulldogs to make something happen. As Jason1347 posts comments in the chat, which, by the way, if you all listening out there don't know, you can chat with the SFL faithful every night at simulationfl.com, or every game night, I should say. But the opening possession of the 3rd quarter is going to be key for San Francisco's defense. They cannot let this game get out of hand. They'll burn a timeout and run one last play here in the first half. 2nd and 5 after another 5-yard run for Tuiasosopo. Tuiasosopo averaging just 73 yards a game. He's already well over that mark here in the first 2 quarters. I doubt San Francisco gets too aggressive on their own 32-yard line. Final play of the first half. It's a draw to Tuiasosopo and gets 2, and that ends the first half of play. The undefeated Maulers up on the Bulldogs, but San Francisco keeping it close. We'll see what they can do to start the second half. Minneapolis 17, San Francisco 7. Playmakers with Greg Corky in the SFL Update Halftime Report are next.
As some of you know, I'm old school. I tend to tell it like it is. I speak my mind. I just want to put it out there that back when I grew up, we would never name a boy Ashley. Now, I have looked it up and it is a unisex name. But here's the main point. If my name was Ashley, I would never wear all white elbow gloves. Enough of the off-the-field stuff. No need for any SFL drama. On the field, Ashley is a man. He is the man. His first carry proved he wanted to be on Playmakers. In fact, Ashley would do something never done before in an SFL game. Ashley Anderson runs up the middle for rushing touchdown number 1. At 5'11", 222 pounds, AA is ever ready. And a little later, he runs to the right for rushing TD number 2. I've heard of the Dirty Bird. This must be the Mellow Yellow. As you can see on this play, Ashley loves physical contact out there. On this play, Ashley gets hit hard. But he loves to bounce up and show the guys he has that little spring in his step. On another play, Ashley gets hit hard once again. But he's a trash talker, often saying, "It hurts so good." Another run to the right, that's rushing TD number 3. You can see Ashley on the sideline on the left. He's an emotional guy. He has that certain look in his eye. He loves his teammates, not that there's anything wrong with that. A run to the right, and it's rushing touchdown number 4. Yeah, oh boy, golly gee, that's what I'm talking about. This play ends a little, shall we say, awkward. It's a great run by Ashley. At the end of the play, he spots a few of his boys in the stands. So, after several touchdowns to the right, Ashley runs to the left. Yes, he does go both ways. There he goes. That's rushing TD number 5. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. So, Ashley sets the SFL record with 6 rushing TDs. All I can say is, what a sweet performance and what a playmaker. Many things from Korea are household names in these United States. Names like Hyundai, Kia, Samsung, and Park Hee-chul. This is the bright uniform edition of Playmakers. Dreary drabs need not apply. At 5'8", 199 pounds, number 33 is nicknamed the Little Dynamo for a reason. The fastest guy ever to suit up in the SFL, Park Hee-chul, lights it up. Park Hee-chul makes life easy for a highly paid SFL Playmakers narrator. You don't have to say much, just get your popcorn and watch. Whoops! should have been a politician. Heechul did get hurt later in the game, but he makes more highlights with just 2 runs than some make all season. All gave some gave all. Heechul gave enough to be in this edition of Playmakers. I'm San Antonio Corky. I'm out, baby!
That was a great job by our main man Greg, aka San Antonio Corky. Appreciate Playmakers, as always, every Thursday here on the SFL Network. Let's take a look at the first half stats of our spotlight game tonight. Maulers and San Francisco, 17-7. Let's take a look at the star players. Koma Kaleka, 6 tackles, a pass defended, and a tackle for loss in the first half. Very active at the free safety position. For San Francisco, Keanu Tuiasosopo, 15 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown. Should be noted, Dwayne Drew having a solid first half as well, 7 of 9 passing. 45 rushing yards for the Maulers, 163 through the air, 208 total. Bulldogs keeping up with them, 115 on the ground, 64 through the air, 179 total. 12-7 in first downs, edge to the Maulers. 5 of 6 on third down. We put up the graph in the first half. Number 1 third down conversion team are the Maulers. 3 of 6 for San Francisco. Each team turned the ball over once, and the time of possession is separated by just 36 seconds in favor of the Maulers. 17-7. Maulers on top of San Fran. Second half is coming up next from Bagnall Memorial Stadium. Stay tuned.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure never to miss a moment of the action by following our channel on Twitch. This has been SFL Halftime Update. Enjoy the second half.
Are set for the kickoff. Number 23, set for the return.
Koma Kaleka starts the third quarter, tackled by the kicker, but gives the Maulers stellar field position again at the 49-yard line. Koma Kaleka has been on fire returning kicks. I mean, this is just unbelievable. He is putting on a show. I can't believe he got tackled by a kicker. San Francisco very lucky that was not a touchdown. That's twice. So the Bulldogs, worried about letting their deficit get bigger, now have a short field to work with. Maulers have had some good field position all night. 1st and 10 shy of midfield for Marconi, and he starts the half of the pass to Bose. Bose to the left side, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. Jasper Lennox has not let much get past him tonight. Marconi, 163 yards, 64 yards for Drew in that first half.
Let's go.
2nd and 10.
From 49 yards.
Good speed is to the bottom of the screen. He was the team's leading receiver with 3 catches. Back to pass. Marconi deep down the middle, wide open to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 18.
19 on the play.
And Rocco Marconi has started to find the holes in the defense. Jackson Brown with his first catch of the night out of the slot. And Marquez just didn't react quick enough. There was nobody on Brown up the middle.
1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33. There's a look at Mixon guarding Cooley. Cooley pretty quiet in that first half, just 1 catch. Out of the eye, Marconi back to pass. Marconi's pressured. It's picked up right at the last second. And a kneecap grabbing catch by Marcus Campbell on the left side. Picks up 6 yards. Campbell had to bend over to pick that one up.
Second and 4 from 27 yards.
2nd and 4 at the 27. Bulldogs in need of a stop. I don't think any team could come back down 17 against the Maulers. Pass off the hands of the intended receiver, and it's bobbled around and incomplete. How in the world did nobody for San Francisco end up picking the pass off? Webster was the intended target. How many times here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lennox had 3 of them. Lennox Butterfingers. That is a huge missed opportunity for San Francisco. Man, Lennox, he just could not figure it out. That's the second time Lennox has been able to bat a pass away. Marconi's pass short is incomplete. It's 4th down. A 3rd down stop. Franklin Reese out to kick another field goal. Try to go up 20-7. Kick is from 44 yards away. And Franklin Reese to go 2 for 2 on the night. That's perfect. Officially marked 43 yards. Maulers up by 13, but San Francisco dodges another bullet, keeping themselves in it. But the Maulers have scored 10 points in the last 5 minutes of action. And have started to pull away. San Francisco is going to need a little bit more out of Dwayne Drew in the first half. They're still running more than they're passing. But Tuiasosopo's been much more effective on the evening. From the 5, San Francisco on a return, pass to 25 to the 26-yard line. Walsh has another game break update from Louisville.
The Wolfpack are on fire and making the offense look as easy as Funk finds wide open Lawrence Kirkland. The Renegades are sliding to 1-5. Now back to the Maulers and Bulldogs on the West Coast.
Man, rock bottom continues for OKC. That is ugly over there on SFLN3 tonight. Could be the biggest blowout of the year depending upon the final score. 1st and 10 at the 26. Empty backfield for San Francisco. Drew back to pass. Drew wants to be aggressive in the second half. Oh, he overthrew his intended receiver. It's picked off. Coming the other way to the Bulldog 43-yard line is Marcus Dorsett. First play of the second half for San Francisco, and Marcus Dorsett gets his 3rd interception of the year. Overshot the intended receiver, I believe Norton. Actually may have been Miller. Norton was running a deeper pattern, but again, for the 3rd time tonight, the Maulers will start near or beyond midfield. That is a back-breaking turnover there for San Francisco. Their defense is going to have to really step up now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to pass. Marconi, deep shot down the field. Oh, Mixon! Oh, get your cameras out! Diving to make the interception. It's his 7th of the season. Oh, baby! Put that guy in the Olympics. Bulldogs 1st down to the 14. What an interception from Mixon. 4 receivers giving Drew a second chance. Tuiasosopo takes a handoff, picks up 3. Unbelievable. He was burned. The only way Mixon is making a play on that ball is if he just flat out dies for that. What concentration
Second and 7.
by, I think I could say it now. He is the league's best defender. 7 interceptions in 6 games. I mean, he's just playing out of his mind. 2nd and 7 at the 17. Can the Bulldog offense do anything with it? Draw to Tuiasosopo, picks up only 1. Gonna set up a 3rd down and 6, and San Francisco's offense starting to struggle a bit once again.
Number 53 with the tackle.
Brock on the tackle.
3rd and 5 from 19 yards.
8:20 to go in the 3rd, following back-to-back incredible interceptions. Mixon's clearly the more highlight reel worthy play, and that pass is caught by Donald Miller from Dwayne Drew. That's a 1st down. Drew with 75 yards, Marconi 187. First and 10 at the 29 for San Francisco following the 3rd down conversion. Hand off to Tuiasosopo, picks up 3. Mixon stats coming into the game.
Number 53 with the
5 picks, 3.2 passes defended per game. Man, I haven't seen, I mean, 3.2 per game is that's got to be a league record, at least currently. Handoff on a draw, 2nd and 7. Tuiasosopo manages 3 more, but another difficult 3rd down coming up here for the Bulldogs.
gain of 2 yards on the play. Number 23 with the tackle.
3rd and 4. Coming up on the SFL Update post-game report, we'll have highlights from Oklahoma City, Louisville, Orlando, Carolina, and we'll have all the final stats from all 3 games tonight here on the SFL Network. Comes up immediately following this game, a few minutes following this game as we get prepped for that. 3rd down and 4, big 3rd down here for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers to the right, they're going to hand it off on a counter. Tuiasosopo stays patient but is tackled from behind, and San Francisco going to have to punt the football away.
No gain on the play.
Lee on the stop, and neither team able to get any points off of the interception, but San Francisco can start to play the field position battle. And at least their defense has not been on the field for long here in the 3rd. Kaleka on the return. It's been a monster in the kick return game up to the 33. That sets up a 1st down for the Maulers. San Francisco's been at their best, in the passing game at least, attacking the mid-range of the defense. A couple times they've gone deep, and Minneapolis has been all over that. Drew took a sack when they were going out in a deep pattern. Short game has not been their strength, but middle of the field, San Francisco in between that 10, 20-yard range has been quite good. They're going to need to attack that more here in the 2nd half, and a one-handed catch by Campbell, but he runs into Jasper Lennox, who's all over the field. 7 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2 passes defended, 1 sack. The only thing he hasn't done tonight is get an interception. Game of the week comes up on Sunday. Santa Fe at Tallahassee, a battle of 2 and 3 opponents. 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, right here on the SFL Network. 2nd down and 6 at the 37. Bose in the backfield, Marconi back to pass. Marconi swings it out to Bose. Bose has a ton of room on the right side, protecting the football all the way to the 49. Ball gets the stop. Near midfield again is Minneapolis, and you get the sense San Francisco's defense is just desperately trying to hang on to this 2-score deficit. Mahler's offense averages 38 points per game. You could say they're about at their average currently. Teetering on below average as we hit the 2nd portion of the 3rd quarter. 3 receivers, split backs for Marconi. 3-3 look out of the San Francisco defense. Ball on the right hash, handoff Bose. Bose takes the handoff, picks up just 2. It's been a tough night for Bose. Nitro on the tackle. Doug Bose, 5.2 yards per carry. Mixon against DC had 3 interceptions earlier this year. Will he have another hat trick? 2nd and 8, back to pass. Looking deep, Mixon's on him, and the pass is knocked away. Mixon all over it. He is just an absolute lockdown corner. And June Fierro was really the first guy for Honolulu last year. Really the first guy we saw just lock men down all night long. Mixon is another breed, man. I haven't seen James Cooley. James Cooley averages 7 catches a game. He's still only got 2 tonight. 3rd down and 8. Out of the eye, another big 3rd down here for San Francisco, and that pass is caught for a 1st down. Just as I say that, James Cooley is left wide open. And another big 3rd down conversion for the Maulers. The field goal keeps it a 2-possession game, but San Francisco will look back to that fade route they ran on 3rd and goal that ended up in an interception, and that was a turning point in this game. Doug Bose, all alone on the outside, picks up 18 yards. 1st and 10 to the 20. And Bose doing more damage in the passing game than the rushing game. Bose averages, he actually leads the league in receptions, 10.3 per game out of the backfield. And he's doing some damage on this drive. 8 catches, 56 yards. Bose nearing his average of 67 receiving yards per game. 3 receivers all to the short left side for Marconi. Maulers on the move again, back to pass. Marconi fires down the middle, pass caught for a 1st and goal at the 9. San Francisco's got to act quickly. Marcus Campbell makes the catch. The SFL can get crazy in the 4th quarter, so even if the Maulers do take a 20-point lead, you just never know. Back to pass. They swing it out to Bose. That's catch number 9, and that's touchdown number 2 through the air for Doug Bose. And the Maulers are pulling ahead. Remember, this game was 10-7, and San Francisco had a 3rd down and goal from the 4, had a 2nd and goal from the 1 as well. That could have made it 14-10, but that interception has turned into 16 straight points for the Maulers, 17 with a made Reese extra point. And Minneapolis has scored 10 points on 3 drives here in the 2nd half. The point by Reese is good, and it's 27-7 for Minneapolis. Maulers, if they win, go to 6-0, and they have the big matchup. Hosting Queen City, who's 4-1 and arguably the 2nd best team in the league. Their first matchup, a divisional matchup, next Sunday, February 21st at 3 p.m. Central. We'll announce the flexing schedule procedures on Sunday during the game of the week, and we have little doubt that that will end up being a flex game to hit the spotlight Sunday the 21st. That's going to be must-see television between the Maulers and the Corsairs.
19 on the play. Ball will be placed around
1st and 10 at the 20. Not time to panic for San Francisco, but time to certainly get in a rhythm and give their defense a bit of a breath. 2 backs, 2 receivers for the Bulldogs, trailing 27-7. Spike brilliance once again out of Ivan. Tuiasosopo takes the carry, gets another solid 7 yards. Averaging 6.2 yards per carry, but the average is slowly dwindling. Brock on the tackle. Still surprised that we haven't seen more of Dwayne Drew throwing the football, especially considering since the Bulldogs have a new offensive coordinator, the thought coming into the week was that they would run the ball a little bit less, throw it a little bit more. But so far, it just looks like things have been tweaked. As Tuiasosopo lose a yard, and here comes another key 3rd down and 4. Bulldogs tried to mix it up at the start of the 2nd half, came out in an empty set at the start of the 3rd quarter. That was another game-changing play. First play of the 3rd quarter for San Francisco's offense is an interception. following a Mahler field goal and a draw here in San Francisco. They just look like they're afraid to sort of test the smaller defense, down 20, and they're going to kick it away again, and the Bulldog defense is thinking, come on, guys. We can only do so much. Low snap. But the Bulldogs kick it away. Kaleka standing back at 37. Kaleka spins off of two players to the 43-yard line. Oma Kaleka having a night returning the football. San Francisco needs something. They need a pick six. They need something because the Maulers look like they are poised to score into the 30s again. And it hasn't been the best offensive performance for Minneapolis, but they've done just enough things right. Out of the shotgun for Marconi. Back to pass on a 1st and 10. Wide open is Webster. Makes the catch this time. Picks up just 3. Marconi up to 254 passing yards tonight. Drew just 75. Drew's average is 151. And Marconi's 350.
2nd and 6 from 47 yards.
The Bulldogs will hope that the DC Dragons and Baltimore Crabs lose this week so they can remain just one game back of the division. 2nd and 7. Marconi back to pass, flips it left side, 1st down and more. That's Campbell, I believe, running across the field. Nope, check that good speed. The Bulldog 33. That was a clever route for Minneapolis. It's tough to compete with good speed coming all the way across. Andrew Ball tried to follow him all the way around, but Goodspeed makes his first big play of the 3rd quarter. Mahler's in scoring position yet again. Brown amped up, sort of taunting the crowd to make some more noise. 2 in the backfield, 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. San Francisco jumped offside. First penalty of the night. Campbell again makes a great catch on the outside. But this penalty will be accepted, and San Francisco's had a really rough end of the 2nd quarter and 3rd quarter here after they looked like they were going to take the lead.
Neutral zone infraction, number 97, defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
It'll be 1st and 5 at the 27. Wallace was the man to jump offside. Roosevelt Wallace, one of the team's most skilled defenders. Looks like that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Maulers are protecting a 20-point lead, but the 4th quarter could get wild. Stay with us here on the SFL Network. And before we hit the 4th quarter, Kyle Walsh has a game break update for us from Orlando.
Trailing much of the way, Connor Pyatt finds Lorenzo Allen for the pair's 2nd score of the day, giving Orlando a 17-13 lead early in the 4th. The winner goes to 4-2.
Back to you, Cam.
Showtime.
275 yards for Marconi, 94.6 quarterback rating. In case you don't know who the girl is in the background of those game breaks, that's Kyle Walsh's daughter, who has decided she is wanting to help out with the game breaks these days. Penalty marker on the play. Bose takes a shot. This may be holding, and it may be coming back. It'd be a big penalty. They force the Maulers out of field goal range.
Holding, number 66.
And that will drag them back out of field goal range. 1st and 15 at the 37. This is the time for the Bulldogs to make their stand. Well, it looks like Louisville is going to easily breeze to 5-1 tonight. Embarrassing Oklahoma City. Orlando has pulled ahead of Carolina with 5 minutes to go on that one across the SFL Network. 1st and 15. Back to pass. Bose, another catch. Bose inside the 30 down to the 32. Picks up 6 yards. San Francisco has not done a good job. And really no one the Maulers have played so far this year have done a good job limiting Bose in the flats. And it's sort of a pick your poison, you know. If you limit the flats, Potentially you let the middle open and Marcus Campbell and Freeman Goodspeed can do their thing. It's a very tough team to scheme against, and that's why they're with the season 4 champions and why they are undefeated right now. 2nd down and 9. Marconi back to pass, going to dump it off short to nobody. I don't know who he was throwing that to. It'll be 3rd and 9 at the 32. Not an easy kick in the SFL from 49 yards from Reese, but a field goal would keep it a 3-score game. Empty backfield shotgun for Marconi, 3rd down and 9. Marconi back to pass, pressured, Marconi got away, hit as he threw, and the pass just away. But Jasper Lennox again applies pressure and gets a stop for San Francisco's defense. If the Bulldogs lose tonight, which it looks like they're on their way of doing, at least they can say that Jasper Lennox and Ivan Mixon are playmakers. I mean, these guys are having phenomenal seasons, all SFL type seasons. Big kick here from 49 yards away from Franklin Reese on the left hash. To go up by 23, the high snap, the hold is good, and the kick from Franklin Reese is money. Still a 3-score game, but the Maulers continue to just slowly pull ahead. Up over 30 or up in the 30-point window for a 6th straight week. Minneapolis up 30-7.
To kick off. Number 82, back to receive.
So San Francisco needs 3 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions, and probably an onside kick recovery or 2, but you never know what's going to happen. The Bulldogs have really been a mess since that pick. The wind was let out of the sails of this stadium with that red zone interception. And if Drew just would have waited a second longer, he would have had a touchdown.
1st and 10 from 25 yards.
4 receivers, 3 to the left side, back to pass. Drew flings it outside. Oh, he caught it. Donald Miller in one-on-one coverage, defended by Ashley Odom, and a tremendous catch from Miller against some tight defense. This one definitely deserving of another look. And that's the type of aggression you like to see. I mean, he couldn't have thrown that any better. First and 10 at the 38. Miller will go to the top of the screen, empty set. This is the formation San Francisco threw a pick on to start the 3rd quarter. 7 in the box, showing a blitz. They come with it inside, and they flip it out to Gladwin Wolf. That's his first catch of the night. Picks up 3. Just 92 passing yards for Dwayne Drew. San Francisco's got to correct that moving forward. Marconi just shy of 300. His average is 350, so he's on pace for that. Coming up on Monday night, Dallas at Houston, the first battle between 2 Texas teams in SFL history, as Dallas looks to pull the big upset. Queen City at Sioux Falls, also a crucial game Monday night. Tuiasosopo's well has dried up in the second half. He's not getting anything. 1-yard loss, tackle made by Sebastian Brock. It's been a tale of 2 halves for Keanu Tuiasosopo.
3rd and 7. Ball at the 41-yard line.
4 receivers, 3 to the right side for Dwayne Drew, down 30-7 here in the first game of week 6. First night of week 6 action. Drew back to pass, and Drew floats it outside the Wolf, but he's short of the first down. And I gotta believe either San Francisco is done with this game, or you gotta go for it. One or the other. 4th and 3. San Francisco will punt it away. So
Deep to receive.
the Bulldogs gave a pretty good effort in the first half. They clearly looked like an improved team. And this game was on an interception. What a big interception for the rookie, Ashley Odom, making a crucial play. Veteran team. Still 8 minutes left, 3-score game, but time's starting to become a factor now for San Francisco.
Let's go. 1st and 10.
Again, following the game tonight, you can catch simulationfl.com for updates from around the league. Also visit our stats page, DAC Stats, the official statistics provided by the SFL. It's got everything you'd ever want there. Oh, Jasper Lennox hurdled over an offensive lineman and gets his 2nd sack of the night. And I'm pretty sure it's 2.5 sacks for Lennox. That's now 6 on the season. Watch Lennox. What an athlete. He jumped over 2 guys on the ground. Should have been a track star. I'm so impressed with Jasper Lennox and Ivan Mixon on a team that is, for all intents and purposes, 1-5. They just are phenomenal ball players. Marconi pass short on 2nd and 15, but a lot of running room for Freeman Goodspeed. Picks up 10 to make it a 3rd down and manageable 5. Maulers have plenty of time to meet their average of 38 points by their offense. If they do end up with 30, that would be their lowest scoring output of the season. Maulers are staying aggressive, throwing the football. Doug Bose hasn't had much running room tonight.
3rd and 5 from 28 yards.
3rd down 5 at the 27. See if the Maulers can keep it moving. Running some clock. Marconi back to pass. Marconi deep shot down the field. Oh, it's caught, and the defender fell over. Freeman Goodspeed 30, Goodspeed 20, and he won't be cut off, and the Maulers do it again. And that'll put a nail on this one. I believe Andrew Ball was out there. He tried to make the tackle, got too cute with it. And the end result of this game will be a blowout for Minneapolis. Obviously, those who watched it live knew it was much closer for a good portion of this game. Just because it's a blowout, we don't want anyone to tune out either. Stay tuned for the SFL Update post-game report. Get our highlight reels going and give you final stats of all the brilliant SFL coaching minds and players and the not-so-brilliant of the night. What a throw. Freeman Goodspeed, that's his 8th touchdown of the season. And the extra point is good, and the Maulers are up by 30. Couple of bad, unusual blowouts tonight here in the SFL. We've had a lot of close games this season. Very rarely have games gotten out of hand. This one has in the second half. Minneapolis has scored 27 consecutive points. From the 4-yard line, Bulldogs on the return, back to 25 to the 27.
First and 10 from 27 yards.
6:45 to go in the fourth. They're going to hand it off to Tuiasosopo or the Bulldogs. He picks up 1. Excellent job by Minneapolis in the second half, coming out and really doing a much better job on Tuiasosopo and plugging the lanes. Back to the old Tuiasosopo of old, I should say, here in the second half. Second and 9 at the 28 for Drew. Ball on the right hash. Handoff on a delay, and that's what Minneapolis was unable to do in the first half. Get a guy to beat
2 yards on the play.
another in the trenches and make the tackle. Ruths makes the play. 3rd down and 11. San Francisco clearly just trying to run as much clock off, or as much time off the clock as possible. Drew back to pass on a 3rd down and long. Blitz is picked up. He's going to take off and run for the first time tonight, and Dwayne Drew slides to the 43-yard line. That's what's been missing for San Francisco. Drew, in a similar loss last week, the Bulldogs have lost 35-10 and 37-7 in back-to-back weeks. He was running all over Queen City's defense. He's got some wheels. Next 3 games for San Francisco at Sioux Falls. It's going to be a difficult battle as Tuiasosopo's average just continues to plummet. Tuiasosopo just 10 yards of rushing in the second half. That is unbelievable.
2nd and 12.
San Francisco at Sioux Falls. Then they host Baltimore. And they follow that up with at Cleveland. Drew back to pass on a 2nd and 12. Fires shoots down the middle. Caught for a 5-yard gain. Tuiasosopo on the catch. He's split out wide in this formation. No huddle for the Bulldogs. Drew back to pass. Drew's in trouble. Hit as he threw. Russell with the hit on Drew. Next 3 games for Minneapolis. The showdown with Queen City at home. Then they host the Cleveland Vipers. That'll be the second meeting with the Maulers and the Vipers this season. And then Minneapolis travels to D.C. in what will be a pretty crucial game for the D.C. Dragons, I'm sure, in Week 9. 4th and 7, the San Francisco offense stays out there to go for it. Drew back to pass. Oh, the pass is dropped. Wow. Marconi coming back out onto the field. Maulers could make this even uglier as an end result. Wow, wide open, would have had a first down. He just started staring at the defense that was barreling down on him and just dropped it.
Right.
1st and 10 of the 46. 3 in the backfield. And the handoff goes to Bose. And Bose with the stiff arm. Bose gets 9 yards on the carry. 2nd and 1 of the 37. 9th tackle of the night for Lennox.
2nd and 1. Ball at the 37 yard.
2nd and 1 of the 37. Down to 4 minutes to go. SFL update post-game report coming up a few minutes following the end of this one. Maulers maybe going for 40. Starters are still in, and Marconi's still throwing. Bose has a first down. Oh, Bose giving the stiff arm and the juke. And Bose is going to continue to lead the league in receptions. And I think it's about time, watching the Maulers tonight, if I'm Queen City, it's about time that someone schemes to stop Doug Bose on the outside. And the backups are now in for the Maulers. So they finally call off the Dogs, and they still get 10 yards. 11 yards, in fact, to the 20. Brown on the catch, his 2nd of the game. Man, even the backups can't do any wrong. In fact, the Maulers backups, if I remember correctly, came in, I can't remember if it was against Cleveland or Baltimore, but they came into a game earlier this year and threw a touchdown pass on the first play. So McGee, the quarterback, has a touchdown to his name this year. For those of you watching your first SFL game tonight, we hope you enjoyed yourself. It was a good night for us despite the final score. We've had some wild finishes. You never know which playmaker is going to have a great night. That's an 8-yard run for a backup running back, and the Maulers just keep taking it to this exhausted San Francisco defense. Stephen Fios comes in and gets some touches. Minneapolis, Queen City, Week 7, Sunday, February 21st. That may be one of the biggest regular season games in SFL history. I can't for the life of me remember a 6-0 and a potentially 5-1 team if Queen City can win a tough game at Sioux Falls. I can't remember two teams combining for an 11-1 record heading into to Week 7 in their first meeting of the season. It's going to be a wild game. Mark Heachol and Rocco Marconi, and Heachol won the MVP last season. Marconi won it the prior year. That's going to be a night of stars, or an afternoon of stars rather. 3rd down and 1 as we hit the 2-minute warning. This is the SFL Network. Don't forget to check out the Inside the SFL podcast, and don't be a stranger. Call in too. It's an awesome show. See simulationfl.com for archive versions. And type in Inside the SFL in TalkShoe to find the official page of the podcast, and our social media will have links to it before it goes live. Face mask on Kirk Marquez. That's going to move the ball to the 4. And because the Bulldogs still have all 3 timeouts, the Maulers not going to take knees because SFL teams never quit. But in this case, it could end up being further detriment to San Francisco. First and goal at the 5-yard line. They'll start burning timeouts here. Backfield, and Fios takes the handoff. They'll pick up 1.5 yards, and the Bulldogs will call timeout. 2nd and goal coming up for the Maulers. At any rate, they'll likely tack on a field goal and hang 40 as an end result in this game. It'll be the 3rd straight week that the Maulers have scored 40. They're just getting better. An unstoppable force atop the league. We're seeing possibly the 2nd 2-time defending champion as that pass is caught, but not a touchdown. Bose is back into the game and nearly stole another touchdown from everybody else on the team. Third and goal at the 1. Minneapolis trying to add insult to injury here. Handoff, touchdown. Wow. Minneapolis gashing San Francisco here in the second half. They have scored 33 straight points.
Number 1 is back for the point after.
We'd have to look back.
Barnum will hold the kick.
But I don't believe we have had a night here in the SFL where 2 games have been as one-sided as Minneapolis, San Francisco, and as OKC and Louisville have been. A lynching of San Francisco here in the second half.
Number 82, back to receive.
And we appreciate everyone's energy and enthusiasm for sticking with us through the end. And if I'm San Francisco, I gotta look at the positives here. I gotta look at that first half, and I gotta see what we did and what we did in the second half, what did and did not work, and make adjustments from there. Because San Francisco at Sioux Falls, and I don't mean to discredit Sioux Falls, but the Sparrows are 3-2 now. If they beat Queen City, then and sweep Queen City for that matter, then they're in a whole other conversation. But if Sioux Falls, as expected, as the underdog, loses to the Corsairs, oh, that pass is caught wide open. The Minneapolis 44-yard line, and the Bulldogs have burned the last time out. Sioux Falls will be 3-3, and for San Francisco, it's not going to get much easier than playing a 500 team in Week 7, and they're going to need to go out there, and that's going to be an important game for San Francisco and for Sioux Falls. That game is slated to be a primetime matchup Monday night, February 22nd. So it'll be interesting to see how San Francisco makes adjustments. It was the first week of Dwayne Drew, a.k.a. Ed Ritter's offensive coordinator duties, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Wolf. In the SFL, you can only make 20 additions and 20 subtractions in the strategy each week, so Bulldogs a bit handcuffed coming into this matchup trying to install a new offensive system, but you saw the flashes of brilliance in it in the first half.
2nd and 10.
1:34 to go, no timeouts for San Francisco. 2nd down and 10, and Tuiasa Soko gets the catch, no gain. 3rd down and 10. Bulldogs just trying to get better, little by little. Drew, deep shot down the field, got Miller, but it's a bit underthrown. Pass is incomplete, it'll be 4th down and 10. And backups in for the Mahler defense as well, and doing a pretty good job out there.
4th and 10.
On 4th down and 10, San Francisco didn't get it. Kosar Neal makes the stop. I thought San Francisco got the 1st down. He was pushed forward past the 34-yard line. Tough break there for San Francisco unless the booth wants to take a look at it.
Let's go.
No, they won't take a look at it. This game is said and done. Minneapolis 44, San Francisco 7. 2 kneel downs for the Maulers, and they'll make 6-0 official. Bulldogs will fall to 1-5. The Coastal Division leader is the Baltimore Crabs at just 2-3, so still just a game and a half out of a playoff spot is San Francisco. They certainly got some talent. Flashes of brilliance by Ivan Mixon and Jasper Lennox, whose stats conveniently pop up on the screen. Bulldogs will need to put it all together in the coming weeks against Sioux Falls and against Baltimore, who's lost 3 in a row. That'll be a monster game for San Francisco and Baltimore, especially if the Bulldogs can get or remain within striking distance of the Crabs moving forward. The clock runs out. The post-game show's coming up next. Bear with us for just about 2.5 minutes as we get the show together and ready to go. Minneapolis 44, San Francisco 7 on a route to start Week 6. Post-game show coming up next.
That's the end of
Stay tuned.
The score is now 44-7.
So the final score tonight, Minneapolis 44, San Francisco 7. Let's break down the final stats. Rocco Marconi, 30 of 40, 369 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 19 yards over his season average. Doug Bose, balanced, 57 yards on the ground, 79 through the air. Sebastian Brock ends up with 12 tackles, a sack, and 3 tackles for loss. Brock, a very good night, especially in the second half, shutting down Tuiasosopo. Dwayne Drew, 15 of 22, 144 yards, 2 interceptions. Keanu Tuiasosopo, 115 yards in the first half, 10 in the second half. Finishes 125 yards, 27 carries. That's less than 5 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. Jasper Lennox, a beast. 10 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. Ivan Mixon didn't make the stat sheet cut, but did have 2 interceptions. On the night, let's take a look at what happened around the league. Carolina, Orlando. This one was fun from start to finish. 6 minutes into the game, Jamison Monroe to Caesar Kinnon on the sideline. No review, no challenge. That was a catch. Very next play, Monroe. Little pump fake. Down the middle, Shan Varner for the touchdown. Monroe at one of his best games of the season. Carolina goes up early, 7-0. 7:23 to go in the second quarter. Hyatt to Lorenzo Allen. He's all alone. If there's one knock on the Skyhawk defense, they do give up a long ball or two. Orlando gets on the board. It's 10-7, down 13-10. Pyatt to start the fourth quarter. Allen again gives Orlando the lead, 17-13. And the Intimidators would continue to take care of business in the fourth. 2 minutes later, up 4, Nathan Chambers, one-hand grab. Orlando would turn the drive into a touchdown and beat Carolina 24-13. So Orlando wins their 4th game in a row to improve to 4-2, just 1 game back of the Louisville Wolfpack, who are now 5-1. More on them later. The two have not played yet this year and will play twice in Week 9 and Week 12. Carolina falls to 3-3. They have lost 3 of their last 4 games since starting 2-0. Let's take a look at the final numbers. Jamison Monroe had his best night as a passer, 20 of 25, 219 yards and a touchdown in a losing effort. Look at the Johnny English numbers. The league's leading rusher, 32 carries, 59 yards, shut down by the Orlando defense that has been playing out of its mind. The 13 points given up may put Orlando in the #1 spot of points per game allowed. And Johnny English has likely lost his rushing lead to another talented back that we're about to show you more of. Bobby Law, 12 tackles, a sack, and 2 tackles for loss in the loss. Connor Pyatt was just outstanding. 22 of 25, 285 yards, 3 touchdowns. In 2 home games, he's not thrown an interception. Lorenzo Allen caught all 3 of those touchdowns. 5 catches, 120 yards. And Reese Walsh had 13 tackles for the Intimidator defense. What in the heck happened in Louisville? Oklahoma City at Louisville, and this was a game of tag and no one else is it, because Oklahoma City couldn't lay a finger on anyone from the Louisville Wolfpack today. Skeletor P-Funk 5 minutes in, hits Burnett down the middle. It's 21-0 now in the third. David Overstreet, I'll take another untouched touchdown, this time around the right side, 28-0 Louisville. Same score, 3 minutes to go in the third. Funk again, wide open. Lawrence Kirkland, 35-0. Louisville just insane in this game. 42-3, Funk, D.D. Ritter. Nobody on him either. Savage couldn't even catch him. 52-10, Louisville over OKC. Yikes, Renegades lose their 5th in a row. And the only team to ever make back-to-back championships is really struggling. 52-10, Louisville just creams them. Final numbers, Joseph Redfeather only 1 interception tonight, but 22 of 39 for just 174 yards. Pete Bruschi shut down again. 21 carries, 54 yards. Tank Savage, 10 tackles, and an INT in the loss. Skeletor P-Funk threw 4 incompletions, 3 of them to OKC players. Only 1 pass hit the ground all night for Funk. 426 yards and 5 touchdowns. 33 of 37 passing. David Overstreet is your new rushing leader in the SFL. 19 carries, 240 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He is just a man among boys. And D.D. Ritter, another phenomenal game. 6 catches, 138 yards, and a touchdown. Louisville 5-1. Stays atop the Field Conference and is waiting to see if Houston will join them Monday night when the Hyenas play Dallas. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for us tonight. Your final score, Minneapolis 44, San Francisco 7. Remember to visit simulationfl.com for league updates. Find out how you can get involved in the SFL to become a player, coach, or owner. And join in on all the fun every Thursday and Monday night and Sunday afternoons here on the SFL Network. And definitely don't miss the playoffs when we got multiple commentating crews and win-or-go-home situations and a lot of good competitive football. San Francisco can't hold up tonight, 44-7. Special shout out to everyone watching in Pennsylvania and all those across this great land and all the lands elsewhere around the world. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League and the SFL Network. For Kyle Walsh back in our SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas, and myself in Bagnall Memorial Stadium in San Francisco, California, I'm Cameron Irvine. It's been a great night, and you have a good one, and we'll see you Sunday. Good night, everybody.